Greetings, Sagittarius. So I'm gonna do your reading for this month of November. I'm not really getting a lot of pre-reading channeling, which typically just means the cards are gonna speak for themselves. Yeah, here we've got hopelessly devoted, all force, no fear. That is the Sun card in this deck. Top of the reading. Let's see. What are you happy about? This is typically King of Pence. Okay. We've got some type of knowledge about the value that you're bringing to the table, that you contribute to a specific situation, or that you have benefited from. This in specific is a hive. It's a honeycomb. There's something about bees being attracted to honey rather than vinegar. Okay. I don't know why that's coming through, but it just is. I can almost like taste the vinegar that is on this lipstick. It's almost like, you have lipstick stuck on your front teeth and you're walking around like that all day. There's almost something about like you're happy no matter if things go good or bad. It's like good or bad attention is fine. You know what I'm saying? It's all force, no fear. Yeah. Look, it's like you and me both, okay? That's what I'm hearing, Sagittarius. You're like hell bent on making up or realizing the value of something, and you're trying to merge the image with a force. Like it's almost like this is very Queen of Wands energy. It's very you may be very attractive. You may be somebody that a lot of people find to be somebody that they want to have a merger with at some point. But there is something about being hopelessly devoted. It's like being a hopeless romantic. I'm hearing Roman. Okay. Uh, it's like you've been roaming around. It's something about that. Okay. Yeah. Look. So here you've got coffee going on. Coffee is brewing here. That's what you're headed towards. I don't know if that means something to you. What this says is it's ready to find a cup of coffee, black, no sugar, no whip, no foam. Hold the ice cream and the cute names. Are you? I think you're gonna cut some stuff all the way out. Okay. I'm not sure what this has to do with your image, but it's like you're trying to revamp or merge your image with some type of happiness that is here. Okay. That's what's in the middle. Here's the needing to know your worth, both, I'm going to say physically, because this is like, you use lipstick to put on your war paint for the day, if you will. You know what I'm saying? These kiss, there's something about, yeah, look, it's almost like you're not quite sure where this is going to go, but it's like you're investing in your appearance right now, and you're not really wanting to be policed. Okay, this is number 50. That's that hopelessly devoted energy that's kind of coming through. It's like you don't need a compass, you don't need a map. You kind of just know what you want yourself to look like or how you want yourself to present. Here's the Field of Dreams in the reverse. I'm going to take that one as the top of the reading, and this compass is going to go here. Let me see what else comes out. There's something about you wanting to force. There's a book that I obtained a while ago. And then when Sparky was a puppy, myself, um, I read this book, and it's called the Human Body Source Code or something like that. I will find it and try to list it in the description of your reading if I can remember to do so. Um, It's almost like you're trying to realign your physical body with some other type of value or valuation. Okay. It's a valid, whatever is here is valid, but it's also the King of Pence with this compass in the reverse. It's almost like you don't really know this King of Pence energy here. You don't really know where it's going to take you or lead you. You know, you're maybe kind of ride or die right now, down for the ride, if you will. Yeah, coming together with you and me. This is number 8 and the 2 of Cups. So it's almost like you have a forever type of love that's coming towards you. Okay. That love, I don't think it's quite here yet. I think you may be trying to fall in love with yourself, with your own image, with your own reputation, with something about the way you're perceived. Because with this hive mind kind of wanting to be seen as the princess of wands or whatever, that's fine. But with the compass here, it's like you don't quite know how to get there yet, but you do know what you want in terms of this merger happening. Merger spelled backwards is like regrem. You could have regular dreams about this. Could be something that you're regularly thinking about, that you're commonly considering. Yeah, cleaning house. You're cleansing something over here. Okay. Look, there's the bone collectors, number 1 in the reverse for the bottom of the reading. Let me get one from here for the bottom of the reading because I hadn't done that. Go big or go home. This is in the reverse with bone collectors. Okay. It's like if you had built something based off of something old. You know, when you get married, they say have something blue, something old, something new. I forgot what the other one is. That's kind of what this is here. I'm not gonna lie, it's almost like you haven't healed something, because this here says heal the ouch in the reverse. Okay. It's like you need to, I think you know what you need to do or what you need to heal about your own appearance, about your own presentation, maybe, that has stopped you from entering this field of dreams. I'm hearing build it and they will come. Build it and they will come. Um, cleaning house over here has something to do with you. There's a song by Coffee called Rapture. And I don't know if that's relevant here, but I do feel like there's something about you not wanting to like really put all your eggs in one basket. You're a little apprehensive about that, but it's what's going to need to happen in order for you to get to this point of happiness. All force, no fear. Okay. The, for some reason, a league of their own is also coming to mind. It's almost like you need to be able to stand firmly in whatever image it is. In a league of their own, they've never had a women's baseball team ever. So all the women on the baseball team have to be really, really, really clear that they want to commit their life to this, because they're going to be judged very harshly. They're going to be a lot of attention and a lot of eyes on them at all times. People are staring at them, okay, while they're playing the game. And then on top of that, it's like if they're not successful or if they have basically no wins, then it's like there's not a real reason for people to continue feeling like they could go big or go home. Like they've picked up the lovely bones or all the pieces that they need to figure out how to move forward. Okay. It's an important thing when you're establishing a foundation for yourself to kind of be really clear. You know, when people say when you're setting an intention, if you're not clear about it, then it can end up being like good intentions are the road to hell. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. This is a good thing right here. You're picking up old bones, old things, like you're cleaning up. You're dealing with the skeletons in your closet. Okay? You're letting yourself commit to either being 100% in your emotions, sitting in a pool of water, or you're outside the pool of water with no rubber ducky, no Bert and Ernie, no Sesame Street. Do you feel me? I don't know why Sesame Street was coming through there too, but whatever. Let's get some more clarifiers. Okay. This card, the medicine card, is the only one that came out and like flipped in the upright. It's in the reverse, and that is for the top of the reading. I do want to say there's something about you not wanting to medically commit, or this image, whatever it is that you're wanting to work on, to revamp, or you want to redo something. You want a redo on something. I'm not going to say that this has everything to do with not being able to heal, but there is something about it. It's like you can't quite figure out how to lay this many eggs in one basket. If you're the golden goose, okay, it's like you're not used to having a hen house. Okay, gooses don't stay in hen houses. They stay on lakes. They stay on some body of water somewhere. Okay, it's almost like you can't figure out which lake to land in. Or maybe if you do land in a lake, it's like you can't quite figure out how to make a spot for yourself that feels healing, that feels safe, that feels comfortable for you to relax, to reproduce, to share the medicine of ducks. Okay, that's the golden goose eggs can't be laid by this duck until you figured out how to master this happiness. Okay, and I don't know if it's the fear factor or if it's the force factor, but I do feel like it's one or the other. Fear factor being like death. I mean, this is the bone collector. This is kind of like the Reaper, like the Grim Reaper. Okay, this is go big or go. This is the duck itself. So if you're let's just say you're trying to lay your eggs on a lake where there's a lot of hunters. So you can lay down and make a nest, but also all you hear all day is pull. It's like shotgun after shotgun after shotgun. It doesn't make you feel comfortable having babies around, like, pheasant hunters, just for lack of a better example. Okay. You need to ground yourself in healing somehow. You've not healed this part of yourself that's really grounding, really, this is healing the ouch. Do you see how this is a target? It's like you feel like you're being targeted right now. You feel like someone has like a target on your forehead. Okay? That's that energy of I can't lay eggs while I'm listening to a hunter scream, pull, 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 pull. It's like I can't do it. I can't relax, There's something about that energy that needs to be eradicated. And it doesn't mean that you have to like do much else besides either finding a different lake, or if you're going to go big and go home, maybe you are just going to take your chances and be like, they're hunting pheasants and I know I'm a duck. Duck, duck, goose. Okay? This is a mallard versus the swan. All right? That's what this is. Look, unconditional love is there. It's like you need to kind of hop onto one side. You got to fall on one side of the fence or the other. But you can't really you can't build a nest on the top of the fence where it can teeter back and forth. Okay? Pick a side. I don't know why so much Nicki Minaj is coming through. Pick a side, pick a side. Because it's gotten to a point where you can't be forceful and fearful at the same time. I mean, you can. That's a lot of the reason why some people hide their fear and use force as a reaction. When we look at politics, just as an example, a lot of realist politicians would say it's prudent to attack some other country before they can attack you. That's always been on guard. You know what I'm saying? You don't always need to be on guard. You don't always need to be at home, I guess you could say, with whatever scenario is just put in your face or dropped in your lap. You have the right to say, yeah, I'm not comfortable. I'm ready to go. Okay? And when the moment, I feel like the moment you do that is the moment that you free yourself from whatever obligation has been holding you to the fire, like your feet to the fire. You are the Queen of Wands. You're a Sagittarius. You are the fire. Okay? What you might not realize is you're holding your own feet to the fire. Whatever, let me see what comes out here. You lick. Maybe you're hooked on something that you can't quite heal. So you can't have these, like a plentiful bounty. Ooh, see, that's what I mean. It's like you want a bounty quicker picker upper, and there's like bounty hunters. It's like there was a misunderstanding. So you feel misunderstood. What this really has to do with is the fact that once you do understand that some people want a quicker picker upper, you could make yourself into that if that's what you wanted to make yourself into. Okay? If you want to merge with that energy, you have to be able to unhook yourself from whatever it is you're hooked on and realize that the only person keeping you back is yourself. Okay? Here we've got Robin Hood. Robin Hood is not going to be the one that's going to police himself. And he's making up with the other side of the tracks is not what I'm seeing. It's like money is the middle ground here. And it's like you're either here or here where the kisses are. You need to get to the middle ground. And I'm saying that because like medium or middle also is the beginning of medicine. Could say medium. You wouldn't know unless I move my finger and you can tell the rest. Okay? However this applies to you, you will understand. You'll get it. Yeah, it's stopping you from being able to obtain whatever information it is that would really assist you at this point in time. There's something about needing to come together or kind of merge with your free side. I'm hearing Shakira, she-wolf. There's a she-wolf in disguise. I don't know if you've been using makeup to disguise yourself or use. I don't know why when I first pulled this card today, in specific, what I heard was war paint. Some women see using makeup to make themselves more attractive almost as war paint when they got into the world. There's something about gender here too that's like, if you're using war paint to attract the other gender or to get to this point of like merging with somebody, understand that some people have different preferences and that's okay. You can prefer to wear makeup. Maybe some people would prefer to have a clean face. Maybe you should try that for a couple days. No lipstick, or try not taking the medication that you typically take, or try not to force all of your eggs into one basket. Okay, that's the hidden truth. That's the submerged truth. You can be ready, but you've got to be ready by any means possible. This is only the tip of the iceberg has shown itself so far. Okay? The tip of the iceberg. Just the tip. You can't always just do it. Sometimes you have to be willing to take a step back and say, do I really want to do it? Because just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should necessarily. Okay? That's what that is. There's also something about needing to clean up. This card came out the other day in another reading that I had, and it was in reference to Napa Valley. It's almost like you need to, there's something about whining. Maybe you're vocalizing in a way that's not helpful to making up with people, to coming together with people, or to revealing this disguise, or this the truth of who you are. That should be something that you're super proud of, that you don't have any shame showing other people, that you're not, it should be the bag. That's how you get to the bag. You don't have shame, you don't have a problem going big or going home. This should all be in the upright. Right now, it's like you have some type of bag that's not going big, it's not going home. Like, it doesn't have a home, it doesn't have a place to be bigged up. There's really no way that this bag is full of anything old. If we're talking about a merger as in like a marriage or a union romantically, this is kind of like, this is having all the twigs for the nest, but not having a place to put the nest. So I'm thinking about a Nest camera, right? If you have a Nest camera, but you don't have Wi-Fi, then you're not the wifey, right? You know how McDonald's makes all those jokes about wifey and Wi-Fi and all that? That's what I'm seeing here. It's almost like you don't have the backstory correct, or you don't have the. This is the Pence of Cups. Like, it's almost like this is difficult information to understand, but you're not staying afloat on whatever this is. If you've chosen a lake, you're not able to kind of dig in that bag the way that you'd like to. You want to go home, you want to go big, but that merger just isn't happening yet. Okay? I think once you let yourself cut loose a little bit, maybe experience your own kind of pool of options, maybe rather than chasing what other people would think is attractive or what you typically have found attractive. It's almost like if you've had a type. Okay, this is a good example. If you've had a type that you typically go after, inadvertently, whether you know it or not, you may be going after somebody or something that's like more of a trauma bond, or more of like aesthetically pleasing than emotionally, spiritually, or like mentally pleasing, right? You might need to choose to do something a little bit outside of the scope of what you've typically put in your bag. If this is where you were originally laying all the eggs in your basket, maybe don't do that anymore, because it's not aligned with the top of the reading here, which is to unhook you from whatever medicine it is that you thought you were going to get, whatever happiness it was that you thought you were going to receive from the scenario that you're in. If you're uncomfortable because you're not hooked to the correct medicine that's going to help you thrive, you need to find a new source of happiness. And that new source of happiness, in order to heal the ouch, might be having to ground yourself. I'm not talking about ground yourself as like you're a grounded young lady. I'm talking about like dating somebody who's totally outside your scope of what you would typically date. Trying a job that you never thought you would want to try. Maybe going to experience something that you always thought was kind of not really your cup of tea. Okay? That's what this is. You need to jump in and learn. This is a sink or swim. Okay? Literally sink or swim. So, I don't know how this applies to you, Sagittarius. Hopefully, you've taken away from it what it is that will be or would be helpful to you. That's it.